Ever wondered how some people make six figures working from their couch in their pajamas while doing jobs that sound absolutely mind-numbing? I'm talking about careers so boring they could cure insomnia, yet they pay more than most exciting jobs ever will. Today I'm revealing 10 remote careers that might put you to sleep just hearing about them, but will definitely wake up your bank account. And here's the kicker: most people overlook these gold mines because they sound too mundane to be worth it. Let me start with something that'll blow your mind. While your friends are chasing flashy careers in social media and content creation, there are people making over $100,000 a year doing things like reviewing insurance claims and analyzing spreadsheets. The secret isn't in finding the most glamorous job, it's in finding the most valuable, boring job that everyone else is too proud to do. Think about this for a second. What if I told you that being boring could actually be your superpower in the job market? While everyone's fighting for the sexy positions, these mundane roles are sitting there, practically begging for qualified candidates, offering salaries that would make your jaw drop. The first career that's boring but incredibly lucrative is actuarial analysis. Now before you click away because that sounds like the most mind-numbing thing ever, hear me out. Actuaries basically use math and statistics to assess risk for insurance companies and financial institutions. They're the people who figure out how likely you are to crash your car or how much a company should charge for life insurance. It sounds incredibly dry, right? But these mathematical wizards are pulling in anywhere from $80,000 to over $150,000 annually. And the best part is that most of this work can be done completely remotely. The beauty of actuarial work is that it's pure numbers and analysis. There are no office politics, no creative brainstorming sessions, no team building exercises. You get your data, you run your calculations, you submit your reports. It's methodical, predictable, and pays incredibly well because so few people want to do it. Moving on to our second boring goldmine: database administration. This is where you become the person who maintains and organizes massive amounts of digital information for companies. You're essentially a digital librarian for corporate data. Database administrators make sure information is stored correctly, backed up properly, and accessible when needed. It's repetitive work that involves a lot of monitoring, updating, and troubleshooting, but companies are desperate for people who can do this reliably. The salary range for remote database administrators typically falls between $70,000 and $120,000, and here's the beautiful part: once you set up good systems, much of the work runs itself. You're getting paid extremely well to basically be a digital caretaker. Third on our list is technical writing, and this might surprise you because writing doesn't sound boring to everyone. But we're not talking about creative writing or journalism. Technical writers create instruction manuals, user guides, and documentation for software and complex systems. They take complicated technical information and make it understandable for regular people. It's methodical, structured writing that follows strict formats and guidelines. Technical writers working remotely can earn between $60,000 and $100,000 yearly, and the work is incredibly stable because every company with a product needs documentation. You're not writing the next great novel, you're explaining how to install software or operate machinery, step by step, in the most boring but clear way possible. Our fourth career might make you yawn just thinking about it: compliance monitoring. These are the people who make sure companies are following all the rules and regulations in their industry. They review policies, monitor activities, and create reports to ensure everything meets legal requirements. It's like being a hall monitor for the corporate world, but instead of catching kids running in hallways, you're catching million-dollar companies breaking federal regulations. Compliance specialists working remotely typically earn between $70,000 and $110,000, and the job security is incredible because regulations aren't going anywhere. If anything, there are more rules to follow every year, which means more opportunities for people willing to do this unglamorous but essential work. Fifth up is quality assurance testing, particularly for software. QA testers spend their days trying to break things, clicking every button, testing every feature, documenting every bug they find. It's repetitive, methodical work that requires incredible attention to detail and patience. You're basically getting paid to be professionally nitpicky about software problems. Remote QA testers can make anywhere from $50,000 to $90,000 annually, and the demand is constant because every software company needs people to test their products before release. You don't need to be a coding genius, you just need to be thorough and persistent enough to find problems that others miss. The sixth boring but lucrative career is financial analysis. Financial analysts spend their time buried in spreadsheets, analyzing market trends, evaluating investment opportunities, and creating reports about financial performance. They're the number crunchers who help companies make data-driven decisions about money. It's all charts, graphs, and calculations, not exactly thrilling stuff, but absolutely critical for business success. Remote financial analysts typically earn between $65,000 and $105,000, and the work is highly valued because money decisions are too important to guess at. Companies need people who can look at numbers all day and spot patterns that others might miss. 7th on our list is grant writing. Grant writers spend their time researching funding opportunities and writing detailed proposals to secure money for organizations. They're essentially professional beggars, but in the most sophisticated way possible. The work involves a lot of research, following very specific formatting requirements, and writing in a particular style that grant reviewers expect. Successful remote grant writers can earn between $45,000 and $80,000 annually, with some specialists making much more. The work is incredibly detailed and formulaic, but for organizations that need funding, a good grant writer is worth their weight in gold. Our 8th boring goldmine is regulatory affairs. People in regulatory affairs make sure products meet government standards before they can be sold. They navigate complex approval processes, submit required documentation, and communicate with regulatory agencies. It's bureaucratic work that involves a lot of paperwork and following procedures, but it's absolutely essential for any company that makes products. Remote regulatory affairs specialists typically earn between $60,000 and $100,000, and the job security is excellent because products can't be sold without proper regulatory approval. You're essentially a professional form filler, but you're filling very important forms that companies desperately need completed correctly. The 9th career might sound familiar, but in a more boring context: project coordination. Not the exciting creative project management you might imagine, but the administrative side of keeping projects on track. Project coordinators schedule meetings, track deadlines, maintain documentation, and send status updates. They're the people who make sure everyone else stays organized and meets their obligations. Remote project coordinators can earn between $50,000 and $75,000 annually, and the demand is huge because every industry needs people who can keep projects organized. You're not making creative decisions or leading teams, you're maintaining schedules and sending reminder emails, but companies will pay well for this reliability. Finally, our 10th boring but high-paying remote career is procurement analysis. Procurement analysts research suppliers, analyze purchasing options, and help companies make smart buying decisions. They spend their time comparing prices, evaluating vendor capabilities, and optimizing supply chains. It's all about finding the best deals and most reliable suppliers for everything a company needs to buy. Remote procurement analysts typically earn between $60,000 and $90,000 annually, and their work directly impacts company profitability. While it might not sound exciting to research paper suppliers or negotiate contracts for office equipment, companies value people who can save them money through smart purchasing decisions. Here's what makes all these careers so valuable: despite being incredibly boring, they solve real problems that companies face every day. While flashy jobs might get more attention, these mundane roles keep businesses running smoothly and legally. Companies are willing to pay premium salaries for people who can handle these essential but unglamorous responsibilities reliably. The biggest advantage of boring work is that it's usually less stressful than exciting careers. There's no creative pressure, fewer personality conflicts, and more predictable workflows. You know exactly what's expected of you, and you can often work at your own pace as long as you meet deadlines and maintain quality. If you're considering one of these paths, remember that boring doesn't mean easy. These jobs require specific skills, attention to detail, and often specialized knowledge or certifications. But if you're willing to embrace the mundane and become really good at something most people find tedious, you can build a very comfortable and secure career working from anywhere you choose. The next time someone tells you that work has to be passionate and exciting to be worthwhile, remember that some of the highest paying remote careers are the ones that put most people to sleep. Sometimes the best strategy isn't following your passion, it's following the money to a stable, boring job that lets you pursue your passions with financial security.